Hello and welcome to the end of the time. At least, well, it's gonna happen relatively soon. Warlord Musab is striking at Baratharn. We are besieging Gobelmirlond, and while you might say, oh, that's only one general, well, let's look at which general that is. Yeah, I think he'll be just fine against whatever they might come up with in there. And at the same time, we have the Serpent Lord moving in on Khaldun. And with that clinched, then they'll be reduced to the Isle of Tolfalas. And then we'll just have to try to make a land invasion, or actually a landing, somehow, against the Ardenaic Navy. But once that is done, there's nothing to stop us. And look, we have our little admiral over here. He's just so happy to be around. And speaking of everything else, I think it might be a good idea to get him retrained a bit. We'll get there when we get there. Our capacity to build longships is pretty limited, but we'll get it. So welcome to the Harad campaign. It has turned violent a little bit, but that is only in order to restore peace in the south. We just couldn't deal with these Kingsmen types. Let's see how they respond to our recent aggressions. We're back again. And our sweet diplomat Ermisha is about to have a look at the goblins. At least I hope that we have goblins around it. No! The Angmarim. Goodness. They've taken Goblin Town. They should rename it now to, I don't know, Darkblade Town or something. Anyway. Well, while we're here, we might as well say hello to the Woodland Realm.
What is it you wish to discuss?
Oh, not much. Just, you know, a phone book. You know, phone books. We like those. Oh, don't want it. Okay. Well. Let's get back to where the council believe the goblins actually exist. But goodness, yeah. The Angmar has just taken over the northern Misty Mountains. That's an interesting development. Speaking of development, Hodenur is coming along nicely. Sayakant has built a dark shrine. Oh, it might just be time for some good roads around here. Either that or this mining network. I mean, every moment we delay is a moment where greater profits could be made. You know, let's make the bigger investment now. And then we'll get around to all the other ones. We've got decent population growth. So by the time these projects are finished, we will probably be on our way to a larger town. And speaking of large town, Tir Ithraid, welcome to your status as a glorious township of the nation. Now, that's about it as far as developments. It seems that our dear enemies have very little appetite for striking out against us.
Yes, noble master.
So here we go.
We will engage them honorably.
I am not really feeling a direct assault on this Khaldun settlement, and Gobelmirlond are apparently not really that enthusiastic about striking out against us here. Baratharn is interesting though. And Kantar stands there. He's a captain. He's got one unit. We don't know what it is. And then there is a bunch of cheapness hanging around inside the town itself. I think this is a draw out opportunity. It's been waiting for us all along.
We close for battle.
Oh my goodness, he's pathetic. Okay, and then we have Aldamir, the king himself. Okay, well, king no longer, at least very soon, because usually kingship is surrendered once the head falls off. And I think Aldamir's head is about to fall off. What do you say, Musab?
Not one of us shall fail to keep all in battle.
So we're fighting on the coast. It'll be interesting to sort of see if we can box in our enemy a little bit, but actually it seems like we're put in a box. Look at this. This is actually a pretty small, narrow starting area. But, I mean, that doesn't matter terribly much. So, let's just line up our archers. Oh. We won't even have to really think too hard about our dear initial enemy. We'll just send pikes at them until they cry. And then we'll focus the rest of our forces on the others. That's what I think we'll do. Let's sort of keep our cavalry together. They can support one another.
Our foe brings more men to the battle.
Okay, let's have a look at the state of things. I think the best play is to put up a direct challenge to our most massive enemy coming over there. And we're just going to run over there with all available troops. Put up cavalry on the side. Or maybe we should actually just form up over here. I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, those territorial guardsmen over there, they're they're about to be savaged. Yeah. Okay, I'm actually changing my mind because if we set up over here, then realistically we'd have to catch the enemy before they leave the battlefield, of course. And the problem with this is that we are pushing them into the corner that we need to keep them from escaping through. Much better would be to draw them toward this little hill where we then have a wide land area throughout which we can play catch up afterwards. So that is what we're going to do. And then hopefully we can take this town in one fell swoop. This will expose our pikes quite a bit more, but that's not going to be too much of a problem, I think. So, here we go. The pikes meet with the territorial guardsmen, and it is going about as well for them as you would expect.
Enemy are badly bloodied. Four fights with horns made of clay. We are winning the battle.
Slaughter is what it is. Okay, good.
The cowardly enemy, they run like children. Scour them from the field.
Indeed, scour them from the field. Okay, good. And our sweet soldiers can just continue, or not continue actually, double back this way and set up to flank, protect from the cavalry that's bound to come in. They have 3 units of cavalry. One of them we can counter with our serpent archers, no problem. And maybe a charge from the zap, and then this cavalry militia is just gone. And then the others, yeah, pikes. Pikes all the way. So, goodbye, Encantar. You strange person. We are going to make sure that our archers do not run away from harm. Because they don't really have that good of a position to run back to. Let's put our cavalry firmly out on the flank. We can always move them in case of trouble. Alright, halberdiers are coming in. Interesting. But they're probably going to send out the archers first. Though it would be amazing if they would just let their halberdiers walk straight into a wall of arrows and death. Let's spread you out a little bit more. Cover wider ground. Alright, what do we have here? Warriors and cavalry militia. You know what? That is sweet music in the ears of our serpent archers. Going over there and there. So come, my friends. Come. Oh, sorry. Did I call you friends? I didn't mean to offend you or anything. Corsair archers, they need to go. They're challenging our sweet, sweet horse archers, and we can't have it. And yep, pretty brutal smackdown there. Here come the Gondor cavalry militia. What are they doing? Okay. Well, they're setting themselves up to be flanked completely, so that's nice, isn't it? And then, yeah, just mash into them. Yeah, and we're just shooting their archers, and then their halberdiers are coming in, and they will be caught in the crossfire too. The cavalry has run straight into our pikes. Footmen, yeah. Come right along, my friends. Come right along. I love you guys. Oh, warriors. Perfect. Those are prime fodder for our archers. Look at that. Oh, my lord. It hurts just to look at it. And here, yeah, the cavalry has been routed. Very good. We're in excellent control of the battle now. We have them right where we want them. Every shred of advantage they might have had has been completely nullified. The only thing is that they have a little bit of cavalry over there, but they look very much dead set on attempting to break our pikes, which, you know, probably not the best idea in the grand scheme of things, buddy. Okay. Alrighty. Ooh, the household guard has arrived. Yes. Up. Trollman warriors, charge the household guard, and the warriors, yeah, you're just going to be whittled down by our horse archers. Look at that, it's beautiful. And then we're going to charge in with cavalry. It's going to be great. Let's do something to the crossbows over there. Now, what's happening here? Yeah, cavalry militia trying to do what their friends could not. Okay. What do we have here? Territorial guardsmen. Okay. You know what? Shoot the halberdiers. That's the best bet for you all. You guys can sort of poke at the guardsmen over there. What are we doing here? As was your warriors, basically dead. Ooh. Okay. Cavalry militia over there, so we'll need to aid, but that's okay. We can.
We are winning the battle.
We can. Get out of that and shoot back at them. Oh, we're just gonna... Yeah, that's looking good. And hello, guys. Yeah, just wanted to pop in for a spell.
Only half the enemy force remains. We must pray they lose their will to fight.
Okay, shoot those guys in the back. And then the Gondor cavalry shall be faced with death. Okay, yeah, they tried to fight back against our dear faction heir. The Rathadan footmen have held better than their peers elsewhere. But nonetheless, they will be worn completely to the bone. And then it'll be over for them. The halberdiers, though reduced in number from our archery fire, are still there, still a factor. For the tribes! Yes, fighting them well. Because they're archers, charge them down. Charge them down. Oh, hello, what do we have there? Fleeing corsairs, charge them down. And, ooh, yeah, it's not looking good for you guys. Come on, are you really shooting these guys? Of course, they're the heaviest units on the field, so it's gonna take some doing to break them. Not gonna be Pelaga trying, though.
Rejoice.
Ah, the king died. That is going to affect things a bit. Okay, now we're basically where we don't need archers anymore because the bulk of their infantry is either dead, dying, or running away. Yeah, time to just catch everybody. You guys, go to work on the general. Okay, Black Snake Guard, you're a little worn, but you can get a bit of melee going. Yeah, good. The Adrian will not be in this land for much longer.
They run like children. Scour them from the field.
Run down the household guard. And the Gondor militia. Yes, very good, very good. Anything else? Nah, single territorial guardsman. We are done.
Victory is ours. A victory both righteous and well deserved. It cannot be said otherwise.
An excellent little battle. Well, it's a pretty big battle. Over 4,000 people were involved. But, let's see, what did we hear most of? Hashari Blades. That's good to see. And our Black Snake Guard just dominating the kill tallies because it's Musab and he is a monster. Serpent Guard and Serpent Archers also doing well, as you would expect. Excellent, excellent stuff. Yeah, experience to our cavalry. Hooray! Overall, I'm very happy with this. Our Serpent Archers also did pretty good numbers. And let's look at our pikemen. 74 over there, 24 court. That's pretty good. Yeah, 112, 66. And not too bad in terms of losses. They held up quite well, and they will heal a lot. So, I am absolutely in favor of everything here. And what are we going to do with this, you might ask? Well, we can't exactly have these guys come home. Sorry. Because Barathan is now going to be our home. And oh my lord, we have regicided the Ardunaim. Ooh, well in that case, that's boom. Khaldun is done. Way station, public fountains we want, guard barracks, stronghold, chicken farming, we want it all, but in a certain order.
Yes, noble master.
Okay, let's see if we can get into oh! Okay, that's a pity. Well, we thought we'd draw them out. Instead, we produced a rebel garrison. But we can auto-resolve that next turn without problems. And over here, I am tempted to break off the siege, put in our spies, and then just make a little run for it. So, would you like to visit Gobermilond? I think you would. It's a pretty city this time of year. Yes, there you go. Trade increase. Beautiful. No, we didn't get it. They didn't. 90% chance and we didn't get it. Oh, okay, fair enough. We will make do. We will make do as we always do. But at the very least, I think we can comfortably say that some much needed stability has come back to the region of Harandor. And that it should also be much easier now to effectuate a capture of Tolfalas. Just need some troops there. So what's going on here? Let's just have a brief look. Pelandur, Gondor, and some pirates. Okay. Interesting. And then a rebel garrison. Ooh, full of sellswords. That's interesting. Okay. Well. Warlord Musab has destroyed the Ardunaim. They ran out of family, and as such, they have been punished. Lovely. Anything else we need? Maybe buy some cavalry. It's some decent cavalry, so I'll be happy with those. I'm thinking that we might be able to send some troops fairly quickly from here into the Thoros. We'll still retrain whatever needs retraining, of course, and we'll build up the settlement as we go. We need to get the stronghold upgrade in there. That's going to be good. But I think with troops from Musab and from Siraj combined, we can provide an effective sieging force and just hop on over in the coming turn and take the battle to Tolfalas. It's going to be good. Diplomatically, yeah, no use standing around over there. Let's just get you back to the Gondorian mainland. And anything else? Suppose we might need a new spy or two. So Tirithraid seems like a nice place. And Said. You know, Said, you might not be that necessary for the prosperity of this town. It's a marginal corruption level, and it's going to be taken care of with a great hall and a few things. Yeah, we don't need you there. Not really. But we might need you for the attack on Tolfalas. So that's going to be good. Going to get a nice little battle under your belt. And that's about it, I suppose. How are we coming on in Angaligmir? Ooh, 6 turns to the Mumakil network. And 3 turns in Finabel. I'm looking forward to it. The Ardenheim are in decline, you say? Actually, it feels a bit more than decline, doesn't it? They're just gone. There's nothing here. When you look through these empty halls, all you see are crying people, mourning what no longer can ever be. Let's grab.
How may I serve?
Anyone attack? Oh, you can't get there this turn. Ooh, okay.
How may I serve? We march. Joining the ranks. Yes, noble master. I will make our forces orders. As you will.
Dum, dum.
An honor to serve.
Did they expel a spy? Oh, okay.
Yes, noble.
But we still get the gate, so that's good. Okay, first, let's just deal with the formality of Badhan. Goodbye.
We have prevailed.
Ha ha ha.
These are now
And we want this place to grow a bit, so a dark sanctuary is a good way to get that going. We're not getting stimulated for too long, just enough. And here, Arabal, you are dead.
Your faith and courage have triumphed.
And
Victory.
yeah, we're just gonna sack it. Build the Mason's Guild House. Life continues from there. Our Mumakil. Yes. You will be
Tomorrow's noble one.
on the vanguard of everything.
May I serve? We march.
Boom. I mean, that is enough to deal with Tolfalas, for sure. More spies, please. Okay, did we get a good spy here? We did not! Okay, to Tirithor as you go. Pathan. Let's get you to where you can be useful. You're gonna go in there. You're gonna go in there. And what is this that I see? A conscription camp. Goodbye. Don't need it. And over here. Ooh, a merchant's guild. Very nice. Conscription camp. Goodbye. Don't want it. And let's... can we get Gazimar in? No, we can't. But we can get a barn in there. And I think he shall be most welcome indeed. Let's just grab a couple of folks, put them in a fort. You go into Khaldun, stabilize the place, at least for a few turns. Until we can get some good culture conversion going. All the repairs are being made. It's beautiful. And now we are contiguous. And along the entire coastline, the red flag of the serpent has been raised. Okay. Harad Spearman. Yeah, you guys, you can sort of go into that fort. Doesn't save a lot, but it saves a little, and a little can be a lot if done enough times. So, we're gonna leave you there for a bit, and it's gonna save a few thousand. And that's a building, you know? That's an extra building that we get to build. Tal Al-Jav. Shower blades. Shower shadows. I do like the shadows more than the blades, but both are nice. So I'll get them. We have capacity. Though, of course, what we also want to consider is that now, with this kind of profit margin, we can quite quickly amass enough cash to buy places like Chalkar, or even places much further afield. We just need to get some spies through the land first. Of course we want to take Tolfalas. It's going to be fun. Ooh, Thranduil's in trouble. We are not. We have allies all around us, and we're only enemies of the rebels, apparently. Which is a pretty nice position to be in. Ankarakmir can upgrade. How nice. So we can even jack up the taxes a bit. Good stuff built and repaired everywhere. Right, time to get an army on a boat.
We shall board at once. An honor to serve. How may I serve?
Go on.
Yes.
Oh, we can't get Umara on. We can't get a Mumakil on a boat. Or what?
Yes.
What is it?
An honor to serve.
Yeah, we can't get the Mumakil on a boat. Okay then. Okay.
How may I serve?
We're gonna bring a few extra infantrymen.
How may I serve? Orders. How may I serve?
Just of the basic variety. No need to be fancy about it. We just need to overwhelm a poor garrison. Baratan, you will need a spy of your own. You can also train a new one though. And Naval, yeah, you might as well go in there.
Noble one.
Anything else?
How may I serve? Orders.
Yeah, we can bring some trollmen. That's good. Yeah, in you go.
Yes, noble.
Oh, sorry.
For battle.
Now I have
Siege to the enemy.
sort of locked us in. No, lift the siege.
Lifting the siege.
Lift the siege. And then let's get the spies in there.
My eyes are yours.
Primarily our infiltrators.
Noble one. My eyes are yours.
90% chance. I like it.
To serve.
You can sort of spy on the rebels over here. You succeed, but you don't get better.
Yes.
Fair enough. But we attack and we just smash the place. Yeah, let's just take it in person. It's an important battle. It's a cool little battle map. Let's do it.
We shall not fall or flee.
Well, by my green team. Do we have a lot of spears today? So, we were facing the other way? I know you're new to this, dear General, but let's not be completely incompetent right out the gate, okay?
Our foe brings more men to the battle.
Okay, the trollmen. Yeah, okay. They can run. It's okay. So, the plan is to run in and shoot up the sellswords that are in here. And then we're gonna shoot the friends as they come in from the bridge. It's gonna be great. And if they march, they will arrive way too late. If they run, they will arrive way too tired. They basically have no good options for assisting their friends. The Bridge of Tolfalas. And the Citadel, of course. Okay, they seem to be advancing. It's a decent call to make. Let's take our general and disrupt them a bit as we get our boots on the ground, so to speak. No? Let's see that. No, that's a terrible charge. Come in from behind them. There we go. That's going to be good. Ha 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 ha! Right in the rear. Oh, they charge into our pikes. Oof, well, good on you, lads. Good on you.
Only half the enemy force remains. We must pray they lose their will to fight. Victory is
Cycle charge. Cycle charge.
Men have captured the enemy general. He pretends to be a lion, but he seems more an ostrich. Let him sit and watch how true lions fight.
Excellent. Good. Now, Haradrim's spearmen, you're going to set up over here, men. Why, man? And then, gonna have some spearmen behind you. We're going to put our archers up around here, just to do all the things that good spearmen do. Yeah. So in support of the spearmen, we have archers ready to shoot at the enemy as they cross. And oh my, are they gonna be cross? And we have pikes ready to help. Ah, here they come. Hello. Hello, my friends. Walking toward the bridge. Well, let's just put our Black Snake Guard here in the middle. If something goes wrong, we can at least run out the timer, even though it takes a good bloody while.
Our men have taken control of the castle.
Yes, they have. Pretty good, pretty spicy. So come, dear enemies. Come. Right this way. I have a special, very special offer for you. An offer you can't refuse. A battle you can't win. A city you can't defend. In fact, you'll have to attack it in order to keep it. How's that? Now, a bit longer range on the archers would be amazing, but of course, I mean, we make do with what we have. Oh, look at that. Yeah. That's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Now we're gonna leave these buggers to the trollman hunters. Their volleys are gonna be pretty brutal, I think. Yeah. Takes out a few. And then over here, oh yeah, it's not looking good for you guys. I'm sorry. Target the back row. Let the front row fight.
A foe fights with horns made of clay. We are winning the battle. Only half the
Look at that.
remains.
It's a
They lose their will to fight.
it's an utter calamity of a battlefield for our dear enemy. There's basically nothing they can do. There's nowhere they can run to, really. Everything is just sad. Okay, archers, you can sort of stop, and we can move in with the infantry, and everybody can just have a lovely time taking out as many sellswords as possible as they fight to the death.
The cowardly enemy general has been captured while running
And
away.
then I'm gonna pour myself some tea and have a lovely
Show him we are
lovely
civilized
time.
men. They run like victory is ours.
Lovely.
Victory both righteous and well deserved.
Yeah, we lost some Haradran spearmen, but come on. Losing some Haradran spearmen is... I mean, that hardly qualifies as casualties. That might sound a little callous, but it's the honest truth. Alright. Now we have a little naval base.
We have prevailed. These are now our people's lands.
Goodbye, conscription camp. And we have a Raiders Guild. Melee weapon bonus for ranged and melee troops alike. Wonderful. And Umara, what are we going to do with you?
Yes, noble master.
Well, for now, let's just plonk you in Heldenur. It would be amazing to be able to ferry you around the world, but apparently our ships just do not have the capacity. And it would be a little bit of a stretch in terms of physics to have such a huge creature balanced on a ship that clearly is modeled on like a Viking longship. Yep. If you've ever seen a longship in person, I mean, they are pretty impressive in terms of workmanship, but they are not big boats. The Mummikill is way bigger than a longship. Any longship that has ever been built, really. So... so the physics of that would be it's pretty impossible. Utterly impossible, actually. Okay, Trollman, where are you gonna go? Heldenur? Yeah, why not? You never got to support your dear Umara in battle yet, so you'll get there. You'll get there eventually. Okay. Now, these are interesting times. Artemia has the culture it needs, so these spies need to move on. And so they will. Now, where shall they move on to? Because I'm thinking we essentially need to send spies out throughout the world now and try to use our economic influence to plug holes in war zones. So essentially we need to look at the map, we need to explore the political situation of everywhere and put spies in places ready to quickly convert populations. And then eventually we're going to buy those places.
I serve your will. My ears are yours. My ears are yours. My eyes.
Gibran? Yes, hello.
How may I serve a most honorable victory? These lands are ours!
Serpent Lord Kizaimar. You must be free here, right? We do have a... No, we don't even have a meeting hall. Christ alive. These king's men were apparently content with living in caves. Or at least the equivalent thereof. Okay, so what I would like to do is send out this fleet with a spy. And where are we going to send them, you ask? I think we should send them up the Waffle. And we're going to see if there are some interesting real estate opportunities in this area. Apparently, the Northern Dunedain have been quite successful in expanding into Caladir and places like that. But Enedwaith is also potentially a force to consider. So we'll have a look at the situation, the diplomatic situation over there. A peace seems to exist between the Dunedain and Enedwaith. No, they're enemies. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Oh, Enedwaith is at war with a lot of nations. Are they doing well? Is this a symptom of success? It just might be, because they actually have a pretty expansive ranking growth overall. Interesting. So maybe we need to save a few nations from the reach of Enedwaith. We'll see. But in this very moment, I say we can quite simply kick back and put some people into forts in places where that would be appreciated. Ah, yes, we have Yaia right here. You know what? He's going to go to his Thala. Boom. That's an extra bit of cash right there. And we're going to end the turn. Turn 97, here we come. The Vale stand. Okay, maybe we need to help them. Dorwinian's leader is dead. A marriage to Saeed. Alfred retaken by Enedwaith, one assumes. Yeah. So despite some resistance, they are doing fairly well. Let's have someone take a look at this fort.
Victory! An honor to serve.
I am tempted to try and take Stiletsikand. Not by force, though. But by financial means. Ooh, Mumakil. Very good. Istala becomes a stronghold. And Kurtmahur will begin its stronghold reconstruction. And that's going to be great. Umbard continues from strength to strength. Ubadar seems to be a quite formidable manager. I'm an Aethel, you're just fine doing what you do. Barathard coming into its own. We'll just keep the taxes low, keep people happy, keep the culture growing in our favor. Ooh, you know, if I'm to choose 4 turns for half a point or a full percentage point in 3 turns, I'm gonna go with that one. And then after these 2, we'll definitely have an upgradable town. Now here, in Göbel Tolvalas, I say we just plunk some units into a fort.
A most honorable victory. You are this land's master now.
Oh yes, we are this land's master now. And then, yeah, fleet, you just get up there.
Anchor until morning.
Now, our more land-based spies, well, we have some in here that are just converting the ever-living gulag out of the place, and that's good. We want those. But we also have other spies coming along. And these we'll send up toward the Vale, I think. Because apparently things are happening up here. And where things are happening, militarily, that's sort of where we want to be. That's where there is potential for making great political gains. And good deals. Where people are desperate. And fighting to survive. We have a spy in Barathan. How is he? Middling, but good. I mean, middling at the outset is not a bad thing. Umara, you are going into a fort. These tribesmen can be retrained maybe in Tier 3, given enough time. We just need a great hall and some additional buildings, stuff like that.
We march. How may I serve? Orders.
Cavalry moving into a fort. Cavalry moving toward a fort.
How may I serve?
And of course we're training Mumakil, and our budget is rock solid, so there's no issue with that whatsoever.
Your will. As you will.
And we're gonna send us
Tomorrow's journey awaits.
Kalatar, our diplomat,
Yes, my master. Your will.
toward Enidwaith and those places. And let's strike up a trade deal with the goblins at Felham. Appreciative Merchants Guild, always nice. No missions to speak of. Now, let's consider for a moment the situation unfolding along the Vale. If we can glean any details from our faction overviews here, that'll be interesting. So the Anduin Vale, at war with Dol Guldur, Moria and Gundabad, allied to Angmar, which is interesting, and Khazad-dûm, Dale, and Rohan. Woodland Realm, enemies of Dale and Gundabad, allies with Erebor. Okay. Dol Guldur, enemy Khazad-dûm, Rohan, Dorwinion, Vale, and Mordor, allies with Isengard and Gundabad. So, the Shattered Alliance's script has allowed Dol Guldur to attack Mordor, which is interesting. Are they succeeding in any meaningful way? They don't seem to be doing terribly. It is Mordor who seems to be suffering. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. But there's also a situation where Dol Guldur might offer a good opportunity for investment.
I have come to the end of today's road.
Because they have quite a lot of territory, so it's not as precious to them as it is to probably the Anduin Vale. I don't think they have very much at all left. And so giving up what they have would seem suicidal to them. And they would not be wrong. But we could take some real estate from Dol Guldur, who seem to have enough. And they also have enough enemies to where they are feeling the pressure to get good relations with other nations. So we're going to try that. We come to turn 98, and this is an interesting mission. Trade with Dol Guldur. Of course, we have no sort of direct incentives to do that right now, because we don't bother them in any meaningful way. But of course, we might get to that point.
As you will. I have come to the
So we're going to put up a diplomat by Dol Guldur itself. And we're going to move spies up, start to probe the areas. We will probably also need to try to get some meaningful generals up there. Some people who could manage a place far from home. The good news is that our generals are all on horseback. And so that would be pretty manageable. And I think Umara would actually be an interesting choice. He's not the greatest administrator, but I mean, he can learn. He can learn, can't he? He's only 38. I mean, you can teach him new tricks. Yeah. So getting some generals like him who are fairly mobile, that is going to be an advantage.
How may I serve? Remove.
Tir Ithraid, what do you need to build? You have just upgraded to a large town. We can reduce taxes a little bit. That's going to be nice. We're going to build a... you know what? We're going to build roads. Yeah, we're going to build roads. And build out some trade. Build out some farms. And we're going to tackle some corruption. Okay, so Gimmelzor is a fine candidate for repatriation, as it were. We're going to need some generals up there. But Gimmelzor, he's got a pretty good track record with acumen. And Umara. Yeah. However that is supposed to be pronounced.
An honor to serve. Tomorrow's journey, noble one.
You guys are going to be the tip of the spear.
Armies together.
Build a watchtower over here, and then we're just going to send you carefully around the whole place. And of course, we're going to send spies as well.
How may I serve?
My ears are yours. My eyes are yours. Unseen, invisible.
Now, where would we be most inclined to say hello to Dol Guldur? I think somewhere that would benefit the Valesmen. So that would be... a settlement like Dwynburg would probably be pretty nice. Could be harder to manage initially, but if we have a good general up there, it shouldn't be a problem.
Your will.
My ears are yours. My eyes.
Nizar Medin. Yes, we go prospecting for new lands.
As you will.
Yes, my master.
No.
As
And we just move everybody up. Everybody up. Our navy, such as it is, our longboats. A longboat full of spies. You're going to go up here along the Waffle and we're going to take a look at the situation. These fellows here, can they go somewhere? I suppose they can. Not that there is a huge call for them to do so. These guys are fully prepared for adventure.
How may I serve?
And we can even send, you know, these Harad marchers. They're just not good enough.
Orders.
We're not going to take those anymore.
Orders. As you will. How may I serve?
Can we? No, we don't have an archer range in there. We don't even have one in Ardamir. Okay. Well, we're going to get it. We're going to get it eventually. Tal al-Jaf. Yeah, you can actually retrain the Hashari. That's good.
Orders.
In the meantime,
How may I serve?
send troops here, send troops there. Then we have these cavalry forces. We might want them retrained in a place like Tirthoros before too long. That's going to be a really nice training hub. Göbel Tofulas will also be nice. Given enough time.
Orders.
Yes, noble master.
My ears are yours.
Alright, new turn. Turn 99 and Western Asciliath has been rebuilt. Trandor's halls are continuously under siege.
We could lay a trap here.
And we can take a fort.
We have prevailed. These are now our
Which will save about 1800 per turn for 2 generals, because
Yes, noble master.
that is just how valuable those generals are. We shouldn't test our alliance too much with Gondor, I suppose. But oh, speaking of our alliance with Gondor,
Always happy to
couldn't we
meet
just
with
say military access? No? No? This is not something you can agree to? How about if we give a regular tribute of 1,000 for 9 turns?
No, well, that seemed fruitful. Fair
Okay, but apparently they like us, so
Tomorrow's journey awaits.
everything's okay.
Here,
Ooh, a truce between Anduin and Dol Guldur. The plot thickens around the Anduin Vale. Khaldun, you are going to produce a high palace. You're going to make stables. And everything's going to be off. Lovely. Göbel Mielond. Oh yeah, what do you have and what do you need? What do you have and what do you need? You need a meeting hall. That's for bloody sure. And after that... Well, you're a good trade location. We can see that bright as day. Bright and clear as day. Got decent population, but we need to grow it as well. Crop rotation would be nice. Actually, crop rotation is probably long term the best bet we have. And that means a Dark Sanctuary is also going to be nice, because that's a really quick win. It's just 1 turn, 1 turn, 1 turn, 4 turn, 2 turns. We're going to go in this order. So we just accelerate through population growth and management. It's going to be good. And then when we get all the trade, it's just going to boom economically in a wonderful way. It's all going to come together. We lay the groundwork with our demographic transition, as it were. And then soon after, we will have a strong settlement worthy of the Black Serpent.
My ears are yours. As you will.
Now, how the Tyrannosaurus, how are you doing? You're doing okay.
My eyes are yours.
I am going to send Reza as well.
Today's journey ends.
Good. Diplomats.
Yes,
More
Master.
Thondvale for you. You're in the lower vales. Let's get you closer to
as
Dol
you will.
Guldur. So our aim shall be to purchase Duinburg. We'll see how realistic that is next turn.
As you will.
And with that one established, getting trade relations with them is going to be very beneficial to us, and we can extract a little bit of cash from that to help finance everything. There's not going to be a lot, but you know, every little bit helps. Especially when you plan to make major investments, which this is almost certainly going to be. It's a well upgraded castle, so they're not going to let that go cheap. But our mind is set. Our will is set. And only death can break it. Let's get more longships, because we will want to transport some generals. Maybe even our faction leader. I mean, he shouldn't just be sitting in Göbel or whatever. Certainly not long term. We'd also train another Black Snake Guard. He could replace our dear leader in Göbel, and then our dear leader can head over and have a fun time on the front line of commerce, as he should, taking direct responsibility for the prosperity of the nation. Let's go to turn 100. As we come into the final turn for today's episode, Dunland's leader has died. And another of Dunland's leaders have died, and that probably means that... Oh, okay, Breland isn't doing too good, and Dunland is destroyed. Okay, yep, Enid Wythe is steamrolling it. And so is our construction crew. They are steamrolling and carrying me. Ooh, yes, thank you. Give me more Mumakil, that's just order of the day. 40 turns until next unit available, so you bet I'm going to seize upon that. Gotta get them all as soon as possible. Ooh, and can we get more growth with... Yes, we could. A wall at all. Very good, very good. Gerbel toll for less. You need a meeting hall, you need a dunk sanctuary, and once that is done... Your population growth is decent. You're not going to get very much from roads at all. A shipwright might actually give some good trade though. So let's do that. And it also gives population growth. Yes, because they do that to castles for some reason.
How may I serve?
Cool. Our spies continue.
As you will.
Okay, a lot of troop movements around Austin Adil. A few generals parking around the place. Yes, there we have it. Western Skiliath rebuilt. And I suppose Eastern Skiliath can't be that far behind. That'll be interesting real estate at one point. Oh yes, this is a minefield to get through, but we did it. We got through Ithilien with all those little choke points. So now it's not too far to go to get to the Vale. And Captain Lug. Hello. Oh, hello, Camul. You strange creature. Now the thing here is that we want to test the waters on the purchase of Dwinburg. And if we were to make a single payment, let's say 30,000. Very demanding. Okay, so if we were going to say 60, we're just testing the waters. Okay, so I think we can get the settlement for 40,000. This is what I'm reading. We've got a great diplomat. We've got a bad reputation, but I guess that can only improve. But it's because of how this game treats alliances. You know, if you don't stick with your ally through thick and thin and attack all their enemies, you're going to be called a despicable traitor. That's just how that is, apparently. But... and of course we've been allying with the enemies of our friends earlier to facilitate peace between them, in the best case, and the game reads that as us being despicably untrustworthy, when really we are nothing of the sort. We're just peaceful and appreciative of what peace brings to all parties concerned. Oh, Trollman Champions. I will have them. Shadows. I will have them. Yes, they are expensive, but not too expensive.
How may I serve?
An honor to serve.
You know what? Let's take Yahir and get him from Estala, which is, you know, he helps the place, but he'd help any place. And he can help Gobamilond at least as much. And then we can get the boats from Faunabel next turn. And we can load up our dear Serpent Lord Kizaimar. Maybe with a barn as well. If he can stabilize Khaldun quickly enough. Next turn. And then we can set sail for interesting shores. And you know what? We're going to bring along some of our cavalry as well. These Serpent guys. That's going to be the thing. Muhad Beastmasters, you can retrain in Finabel. And then we have these Ashari. They'll need to go elsewhere for their retraining. But they can. Right over there.
An honor to serve.
And that is then the final turn of this episode. So I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I have. We have brought peace to the land, and we will plan to bring even more to shores and forests far away. Be kind to yourself, be good to others, and I will see you soon.